Hello, my name is Christopher Crocker, and I'm here to talk to you about my personal experience with computers and how that has affected me. I like to build things, and I like technology. I've always liked to build things, and I've always liked technology. That has been something that has been a part of me for my entire life, and something that I'm very passionate about. When I was 14, I got my own personal piece of technology. It was a laptop. It had a fancy little backlit keyboard that could run multiple colors, and it was really fast. It felt like a supercomputer compared to the family computer that we had before I got this laptop. And I was able to run every game that I wanted to at maximum settings, and I could play it, and it was great. And this laptop with all these games combined with all my schoolwork, I didn't have much time to pursue my passion of building things. And this laptop, it was mine. It was very sentimental to me. I cared about it, and I wanted to know how it worked. And something that I kind of know before it is that it was an intricate system of silicon, rubber, and of copper. And knowing that made me want to learn really how it worked. And what I was able to put together at that time was that the way the programs worked was that it was a logical sequence of variables and outcomes. And after a year or two of that, I started to realize that people worked a lot in the same way. People would take the things they knew about a situation, analyze the variables and the various possible outcomes, and they would make the decision that they thought was best, that would create their most favorable outcome. And looking back at myself, my own life, even bad decisions worked in that same way. For example, not too earlier this year, there was a physics test that I knew that I had to study for, but at the time, I was very tired, and I wanted to go to bed because I was tired. And so at the time, it was more important to me to get sleep. The sleep had a higher priority than doing better on the physics test. And of course, I didn't end up doing all that well on the test. I did okay. It worked out well in the end, but looking back, I probably should have studied instead of sleeping. Back up about a year and a half from that, I had the new games in my laptop, my fancy laptop that I really loved. It couldn't handle a lot of these new games that were coming out. And so I decided that I wanted to get a new computer. And after a little bit of looking around, I found out that it would be significantly cheaper to build my own desktop rather than either buying a desktop or buying a laptop. And so doing all of this research, I realized that it wasn't just a means to an end, which was to save money for me. I realized that it was a journey and a very important experience for me. And it renewed my old love of building. Sorry, my mouth is a little dry. And it made me realize what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to get into computers. I realized that I loved how science and math played such an integral role in the way that computers were made and programmed. And the more I learn about computers and the way they work and the programming of it, the more I become interested in it. The more I become interested in it, I realized that I wanted to become a computer engineer. I want to program computers, and I want to build computers, and I want to help be a part of the research and development of the way transistors work, since that is the base of computers. It's the way they work, by transistors. And this interest has gotten so high for me, has peaked probably right now, and one day I got a little bored, oops, I even had that room on my note card to go there, and there. There we go. One day I got a little bored, and so I decided to build a small computer, and this computer was very unconventional compared to most computers. My idea was to build a computer and submerge it entirely in mineral oil. I'm not entirely sure if you can see that. The image isn't too great, but that is a fish tank with computer parts in it. And so putting this whole thing together, trying to figure out how much space I needed in the fish tank, trying to determine if this mineral oil was going to ruin the computer or not, which it shouldn't. I'm still not complete with the computer. That's actually where I am right now with it. I haven't made any progress since I took those pictures. So I'm about to order the mineral oil online for it, and I'm going to fill it up, and it should work, but not entirely sure. So hopefully I didn't just waste $400. So wish me luck with that, and with all of my future endeavors in computer technology. And thank you all for coming to watch my speech and listen to me kind of blunder around through it and forget to switch slides. And so I appreciate everyone's time that they've taken out of their day to come watch, and have a good day.